I sense a disturbance in the force.
This is a rebellion, isn't it? I rebel.
Dobry uch, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Friendly Neighborhood Russian. It is I, of course, your Friendly Neighborhood Russian. Well, it is finally upon us, Star Wars Rogue One. Now, this is going to be the first of a bunch of anthology-style Star Wars movies that are coming out. Mostly, it seems to be centered around what else happened in the universe at the same time of the original trilogy, or going outside the lives of the main characters a little bit to try to flesh out the universe a little bit more for us fanboys, especially since they have killed the Expanded Universe series. But at least they brought us Grand Admiral Thrawn back. A lot is writing on this movie, if you haven't heard. There's been a lot of talk about fear of what's going to happen to Rogue One as it's unveiled today, and how audiences are going to receive it. Now, the initial views are pretty good. The news report says that currently they're betting on close to a $350 million opening weekend. If they can actually achieve that based upon what they're estimating based upon these pre-ticket sales, I mean, hey, good on them. The better this movie is, the more likely we'll be able to see perhaps even the suspected Obi-Wan Kenobi trilogy, bringing back Ewan McGregor in that role to see what led up to how Luke and Leia grew up into the characters they became, and how what he did in the interviewing years to keep an eye on Luke. We might get to see young Han Solo as one of the other options that they've talked about bringing in to the fold as well. And possibly getting to see maybe some other very fan-loved book series, maybe. Like the Thrawn trilogy. Anyone? A new movie series based upon that? Or Wedge Antilles with the Rogue Squadron series. Now, I've heard some talk that maybe Rogue One is supposed to be replacing the more iconic Rogue Squadron from the Expanded Universe. Like, Disney, don't do it. Don't do it. Give me my Rogue One back. Especially if we can get a couple Rogue One video games back as well from someone other than EA, please. So, this movie, we are asking the question, is it good? The reviews are going to be coming in shortly at the time that you see this. In the meantime, I have a little fan theory that I'm going to try to flesh out. I mean, a little experiment with new movies that are coming out. If the accompanying loot crate, if they have it, or subscription box service are any good, does that reflect on the movie in general? Because we're in luck, because today we can test that out, because Funko has the Star Wars Smuggler's Bounty Rogue One edition. So we'll see if this Loot Crate subscription box service was any good. So for those of you who, like me, can't go to the premiere this morning, can see what little goodies that Funko gave us, and maybe, just maybe, try to see if a good subscription box service represents a good movie franchise. Now, let's begin. To start off, for those who are not familiar with Funko's Smuggler's Bounty subscription service, and generally in every crate comes this very nice collector's pin and a collector's patch to put on whatever piece of clothing you happen to have handy. Though I am surprised that they gave us Captain Kaysen instead of Miss Urso for this month's subscription box service, since she, at least as far as all the promotional material seems to be going, is the main head star of the film. So a slightly interesting choice, but thankfully all is not lost, as they did include her collectible Pops minifigure. Of course, this is Funko, so of course they've got to have a Pops miniature in here somehow. This is, of course, an actual bobblehead miniature, not just the little Pops figurine. They also include the Imperial Death Trooper model as well in this particular box set. These are, of course, the Smuggler Bounty exclusive, as can be seen on the box, that are only for such select Star Wars fans, such as your friendly neighborhood Russian. We also have in this crate an invisible Darth Vader. This is apparently a Hikari Minis. I've never seen this one from Funko before. I'm guessing from looking at this that it's a new line specifically for the Japanese market. Okay, looking at the back of the card that comes with this as well, it looks like this is a one of 5 available options that are in silver. So I'm guessing mine is the silver version. Blue, red, black, and gold versions that are available as well. And of course, next month's exclusive collectible figurine. So this is a little bit more interesting little figurine, sort of an esoteric design for the Japanese market, because they love really weird collectibles over there. Now there's an episode to have sometime, an unboxing of a Japanese subscription box service. I just pray to God that if I do get one, it doesn't have like a pair of little girls' panties in it.
That's crazy!
And then what also comes in the Funko boxes as well, the nerd-sized shirt. This is, of course, again, the Rogue One shirt for the new movie. So right now, as you're probably mad at me that the clickbaity title of this film has gotten you to watch this little subscription box service review instead of talking almost incessantly about whether or not Rogue One is good or not, because sadly I am not going to get to see it tonight. I am probably not going to get to see it till 2017, so you can suffer with me. Or you can hit the big red subscribe button to know when more unboxing videos become available, or hit the big thumbs up button to let me know how much you love me. Or you can be evil and hit thumbs down button, and I shall send Russian Spetsnazis after you. Hope you like the Star Wars film. We'll get to see the box office returns this weekend and get to see if it can make the $350 million opening weekend. Sadly, I'm actually betting that it's not going to make 350 this opening weekend. I know those are the projections, and I believe that does include the international market as well, making $350 million opening weekend. It's a big movie, but because of the reshoot because of such instances as Reshoot Gate and the fact that it really isn't the main Star Wars trilogy, I don't think we can really hold it up to the Avengers level of opening weekend. But I pray to God that I am wrong and that this movie blows out all expectations and that we get to see more of these anthology movies from Disney as well. So thank you, Disney, for actually coming up with a great idea for us fans. And you fans, I will see with a review later of my opinion on Star Wars Rogue One. Was it any good? До свидания and business. Buchayat.